So I'm in a forum for digital product creators, and one of the many challenges that came up with digital products is knowing what to post on social media or what content to create that will actually sell their product, as well as what users will want to read or be interested in. I mean, content is a huge thing when it comes to building an online presence because it's all around us. And if you don't know what type of content to create to attract the right people who will buy your product or be interested in what you have to say so that they one day become a customer, then this can be a major sticking point in your business. So in today's video, I thought I'd talk about the different types of actionable strategies that you can take that will not only inspire you, but also give you that motivation to create content that not only resonates with people, but actually sells your digital products. Make sure you stick around till the end of the video because you'll definitely be able to pick up a few ideas and insights that you can apply to your own digital product business. Hey guys, I am Dawn Marie and I create content on digital product marketing. So if that interests you, I would love if you stick around by subscribing to my channel. And if you're getting ready to launch your own digital product, then make sure that you check out my 10-day action plan to launching and selling digital products, which you can find in the description box below. Okay, so the first thing you want to do when you're thinking about what type of content you should create, specifically with the goal of selling your digital products, is really understanding who you are targeting and what their problems are. Now remember, we are selling digital products, so if you are creating digital products, those products must first solve a problem for your audience as well. If you do not understand who your audience are, then ask yourself, who am I creating this product for? Who will buy this product? Why would they want to buy this product? So let's help you understand with an example. Let's say that you're writing an ebook about how to create an organic vegetable garden. So who will be the person that is interested in this product, right? So it could be a nutritionist, it could be a health and wellness enthusiast. It could also be retirees or seniors who are looking forward to retirement and just want to learn the art of gardening organic vegetables. But keep in mind that when you know which person you're creating the product for, pay attention to who it is because their motivations, for example, the motivations of retirees for buying your product could be very different from the motivations that nutritionists or health enthusiasts have. So for example, let's break that down further, right? So retirees, they could do it as a hobby just to fill their time and give them a sense of enjoyment whilst they are on their retirement years. Whereas nutritionists or health and wellness enthusiasts may more care about knowing the type of fresh foods there are, organic foods, and also healthy living. So this is why it matters because it will actually dictate what type of content you create for each category of people. So you don't create content that confuses one category over another, especially if, for example, you only want to speak to health and wellness enthusiasts, but you're attracting retirees and seniors by referring to your concept as it being a hobby or it being to increase their enjoyment during retirement. So you want to exclude that type of content if you are looking to attract maybe health and wellness enthusiasts or nutritionists because they would be looking for content that more resonates with healthy living, organic foods, fresh foods. So what type of foods to include in your diet. So I really want you to think carefully about who you want to create content for and make it a very specific person. And once you know about that, think about what their problems are. Now, the main thing that will sell your digital product is problem solving content. So you want to be able to create that type of content and then tie it back to your digital product, such as you might make a recommendation to the reader that they can use your digital product as the solution to their problem. So how do you actually come up with problem-solving content? So let's look at 4 different strategies. Okay, so go to Google search and type in the keyword that relates to your digital product. So in my example, my product is organic vegetable gardening. So I will type my keyword organic vegetable gardening here. And what you want to do is scroll down to the section that says people also ask. And Google gives you 4 ideas of what your target audience are asking, which you can add to your content bank to help you plan your content. So here I could create content, for example, on how do I make a vegetable garden organic. I could also create content on what is the best organic soil for vegetable gardens. I can create content on what can I use an organic garden for. So you can see that Google search makes it very easy for you to create that content. And then within that content, you can recommend your digital product as an upsell. So in my case, I could recommend my ebook as an upsell so they can learn everything about organic vegetable gardening. Now, the second strategy that I have for you is a tool called Answer the Public. So, Answer the Public is a tool by Neil Patel that helps you get questions that people are asking in relation to your digital product. So, let's first go to answerthepublic.com and then type in your keyword here. So, again, in my case, my keyword is organic vegetable gardening. Then you want to type in the location or the country where you are targeting. So I'm going to select United States. And you also want to type in the language in which your target audience use. So I will leave it at English and then I click search. Now let's just wait for the data to load. And if you scroll down, you will see all the questions or as many questions as possible that are related to your keyword. In my case, organic vegetable gardening, that you can then create content on. So then you just need to address these questions in your content creation. So there are many additional keywords or questions rather that I can include in my content. So for example, can organic seeds be replanted? Planting organic vegetables, how to fertilize an organic vegetable garden. There are so many questions or question ideas that you can then add to your content bank. You can even scroll down a little further here and you also get additional questions that you can address. Now, the third strategy is using Quora for research. So that's Quora. Now, if you've never heard about Quora before, it is a place where you can get and share knowledge. So it's a platform to ask questions and connect with people who contribute unique insights and quality answers. So you have to sign up for Quora, but it is free to sign up. I already have an account, so I would log in. And then I'm going to type in my keyword up here. Then I click enter. Then all you need to do is survey the questions that come up. So right now I'm looking through and finding what questions do you think you can answer and adding them to my idea bank. So this person asks, what advice would you give me about starting my organic vegetable gardening? So that could be content that you create in a blog post or on social media, how to start my organic vegetable garden. And then you create short content, but then you upsell people into your ebook. So you can either generate leads and then upsell them into an ebook, or you can directly send them to a sales page that sells your ebook. Another question, how do I prepare to plant a vegetable garden? How do I grow organic vegetable garden? So you can see that there are many questions that come up with that specific keyword. And then my last technique for coming up with ideas for problem solving content is YouTube. So let's go to YouTube. You might already be on it. And let's enter our keyword here as well. Now, even though there might be loads of videos that are about organic vegetable gardening, I want you to go to a video that has a lot of views. So I found this one, it has over 5 million views. So I'm going to go into it. And we're not going to pay attention to the video itself. Of course, if you want to listen to the video, that's great. But what we are going to pay attention to is if you scroll down to the comment section, this is where the gold is, because people will be commenting, they'll be asking questions that they want clarification on. And it is these questions that you can then take and create your own content with it. Because 9 times out of 10, if they are asking the questions, it's more than likely that somebody else has that question and your content is going to answer it for them. So let's see what this looks like. I'm going to go through this comment section, and I'm going to pick out some of the questions that are being asked. So for example, here they say, so if you want to tear out part of grass lawn to garden, do you take the grass out first and then top with wood chips? Or can you put the chips right on top of the grass to start the process of soil enrichment? Will it break down the grass quickly enough? So soil enrichment, or the process of soil enrichment, could that be a question or piece of content that I address in my content on organic vegetable gardening? I would think yes, because maybe more people want to know what that process of soil enrichment is going to be. So let's continue and see if we find any other questions. So someone says, thanks for great information. This sounds too easy. So I have a few questions on my mind. What kind of wood chips you are using? Does size matter? So maybe you could create content on the soil enrichment process. Maybe there are things that they can use. And then you can have a subsection of that main topic where perhaps you can talk about the types of fertilizers or the types of things that you can use to enrich soil and whether size matters. Let's continue on to see what additional questions we have that we can pick out. So this one says, I have a question. I have raised beds filled with cow manure, mushroom compost, then topped with hay. I want to turn to using wood chips. I'm thinking instead of doing a fall garden, once my summer garden has yield all it is going to, I would just let my soil rest and add the wood chips. All the above came from Lowe's. I also have used fertilizers, which was organic, like blood meal, etc., etc. So he's asking, should I empty my beds or start over just or start over just start adding wood chips, or just start adding wood chips. So maybe you can create content here on how to transform your summer garden into a fall garden. There you go, another piece of content. And I'm sure that there are many people, if he has asked a question, it's more than likely that other people will also have that question on their mind. And when you create this type of content, you can then again recommend your ebook or your digital product that contains everything. So it will be more of a comprehensive overview about organic vegetable gardening. Okay, so problem solving content is the best type of content to sell your digital products, but I want to talk about other types of content you can create that will sell your digital products as well. Now, I particularly like personal stories, so share your personal story over and over again. I mean, storytelling is an amazing way to not only attract people who resonate with your story, but also it builds credibility and creates a human connection with them. So how do you actually create content from a story? Well, first you need to identify what your story is going to be, right? The story, of course, should be related to your digital product. So you may have created a product because you yourself were looking for a solution that you could not find. Maybe the digital product is about a framework or a system that you have used to do something that people have a problem with. So you could talk about your personal story or your professional journey you've been on, and you could identify key moments, challenges, or achievements that have actually shaped your journey of creating the product. So stories do not need to be scripted. They just need to be authentic and honest. So don't forget that people love a relatable story. So see how you can incorporate your own stories into your content. Now, another type of content that works well to sell digital products is behind the scenes content. So behind the scenes is a way to humanize your brand, connect with your audience, and build anticipation for your digital product. So for example, you could share how you're planning your digital product creation. You could do a brainstorm with me type of content where you're showing how you're planning your next big idea. You could even show the design process or the initial ideas that led to the product's development. So it gives people a glimpse into what it takes to build your product, and it helps them to connect with you so that they almost feel like they're part of the process. Also, it doesn't only have to be about how you create your product. Other types of behind the scenes content that you can create is maybe a day in the life. So you could do a short video showing your workspace or even the tools that you use to create your products. I mean, I strongly believe that by including these types of content, you not only give people an exclusive look into your creative process, but you also help to establish a deeper connection with them. So this connection creates trust, which is what we want, and ultimately contributes to the success of selling your digital product. Okay, and the last type of content you can create that will help you sell your digital product is testimonials or success stories. But before you blast me, I know that you might be thinking, okay, so I don't yet have any customers, so now what? Well, it all goes back to telling your own story. So remember, when I spoke about sharing a personal story, you want to tell that, right? You want to tell people why you created the product, how you've used the product to solve your own problems, which are problems that they might be having as well. But if you do have success stories or testimonials, I'm sure we can agree that success stories of people actually using your digital product will more than likely influence people to buy your product. I mean, they offer proof. They validate the quality and effectiveness of your digital product. And when potential customers see others who have had a positive experience with it, it reassures them that they are making a good choice. So I would strongly recommend that when you start your digital product business, make it your goal to get testimonials and success stories from your customers as quickly as possible so you can share it in your own content. Okay guys, so I have shared with you 4 types of content you can create to help you sell your digital products. Now I want to wrap this up with some tips so you can be sure your content creation plan goes smoothly. So the obvious one is to be consistent. So consistency is absolutely key. Regularly publishing content makes your audience engaged and anticipating more. It also builds trust and familiarity with them. And also stick to one topic. So focus on one specific niche or topic related to your digital product. This really sharpens your content and attracts a dedicated audience who are in that specific niche. And you also want to ensure that your content is directly relevant to your digital product. So it should align as close as possible with what you're selling. So if I'm selling an ebook about vegetable organic gardening, I will be creating content on everything to do with vegetable organic gardening. I will be like living and breathing vegetable organic gardening, and that will show in the type of content that I create. So I hope all of these tips have been helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.